Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I'm your host with the most, the Ghost, bringing you another super duper cooper spooky video. And today, we're selling the bike, guys. Phantom is going up for sale. And this is going to be a little video for anybody who's getting onto the Facebook Marketplace post. You can click on the link in the Facebook if you're already here, you know anyway. But yeah, I'm going to be going over the ins and outs of Phantom and showing you guys what he's all about, how to ride him, how to start him up, and all that good jazz. But he's been real fun. He's been fun. He's been a lot of fun, guys. But it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. But yeah, we're going to be going through the ins and the outs and tell you all about it. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and get ourselves a little cold start here. Put the camera on. Bam. All right, got the camera on the chin. Now, we're going to do a cold start. I came to work today at about 8 a.m., so the bike hasn't been running for about 8 hours now. So this is what you do. You get on your trusty steed, and we're going to turn the key. Blam. We'll make sure the oil... So usually whenever I store the bike, I keep the oil. This is the oil line. It'll keep the oil from seeping down into the sump. So we'll turn that on. Make sure our fuel is on. That's to the off position. That's on. And we've got our key on. We're going to put it on run. And this right here starts the bike. Well, that's right. Pull the choke out. Just a little bit. We'll pull the choke out just a little bit. And boom, he starts right up. We'll let him marinate for a little bit with the choke out. Usually about good 30, 45 seconds. And he's ready to go. He sounds good. Go ahead and close the choke. And we're ready to rock and roll. Now the clutch on this thing, the transmission on this thing is buttery smooth. First gear, you barely even feel it. Like it's super light. Super light. Nice high quality gear here. Get out here, stage ourselves up. I don't trust people. Even though they're in the far lane, I don't trust them. They could magically jump over because they're like, oh, I gotta go to the chicken place. Yeehaw! But as you can see, there is no instrument cluster up here. There's no speedometer. There's no RPMs. There's none of that. Your speedometer is right here. So if you want to know how fast you're going, you kind of got to look down a little bit. You know, sacrifices to be made if you want to be cool. You know, a wise man told me once upon a time that you got to pay the price to be cool, man. But we just got him out at the shop. He was at the shop at a place called Tater Cycles here in Waco, getting the transmission worked on, because the transmission had a leak, and I actually had Tater pull the transmission and send it off to Baker Transmissions and had them totally rebuild the transmission. Tater got it back from Baker, put it in the bike, and we have no leaks now. No leaks. Dry as a bone underneath this thing. Let's talk a little bit about who this bike is not for. If you're under 6 foot tall, you're not going to have a good time riding this bike. because my legs are almost fully extended, and they're reach the pegs. So if you're a little short, it might not be all that comfortable for you. Also, if you're a little bit older, you've got a bad back, or you got bad wrists, you got bad hips, bad knees. If you got bad anything, this bike is not going to be very comfortable for you, because it is a hardtail, and that means it does not have any suspension in the rear. The only suspension in the rear you got is the rear tire. And the only suspension in the front you got, you notice it does not have forks in the front. The only suspension you got is these springs right here. And they provide a little bit of suspension, you know. They take a little bit of the shock, but it's not a whole lot. But there's a video on the Facebook post showing all the turn signals working, the brake lights, hazard lights, headlights working. You got the turn signals up here, and there's turn signal integrated into the headlight. There's also turn signals back here, back now. Also, this bike is not for anybody who does not want a loud bike. If you're looking for something quiet, Phantom is not the bike for you. He is very rowdy. And this is not a road trip bike. This is not something that you're going to want to take on a real long road trip. This is just bonking around town mainly. Now, it will get up, you know, on the highway. You can do 75, you know, and I haven't actually opened it up, so I don't know how fast it goes. But it will do 75 comfortably. Ah, sweat my eyes. It is hot out here on this Texas day, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, it will do 75, no problem on the highway, no problem. Now it does have a dry clutch, so when you pull in the clutch lever, you're gonna hear a lot of like rattling around. Like if you know Ducatis have dry clutches. And I've had people ask me like, is there something wrong with it? And I'm like, no, it's just got a dry clutch. That's just how it goes. But if you want a bike that everybody stares at, this is the bike for you. Everybody looks at this thing. I get tons of compliments every time I stop anywhere. Get up and go. It's got some torque. I'm not exactly sure how much horsepower it has or torque or whatever, but it's no slouch. She will get up and go. Jump on the highway real quick. I'm going to exit again up here. We're not going to be able to get it up to 75 with all the traffic. bike was made by a company called Precision Cycle Works out of Detroit, Michigan. And from what I understand, they are no longer in business. I tried to reach out to them, but it's they're no longer in business. They're out of business. And the guy I bought it from lives in Houston. I bought it from him about 9 months or so. And he bought it from Florida. So I'm not exactly sure how many owners have been on the bike. But as far as I know, it's only 2. Well, 3 counting me. But this thing is not just garage kept, but it's air conditioned kept. Where I live, I'm able to pull my motorcycles into my house. I park them in my room, so it never spends the night outside. It's always in air conditioned, climate controlled conditions. Anytime I go to work, I pull the bike inside and it's climate controlled, because we got large bay areas to pull vehicles in to do wraps. So but he is very pampered. Never ride him in the rain. He's always taken care of. About 3 or 4 months ago, I did a fresh oil change and oil filter change as well. So all the fluids are topped off and brand new. The transmission just got worked on, like I said, so the transmission has brand new fluids in it. But like I said before, it is very bumpy. It is a bumpy ride. But if you've ever ridden in like a mini truck or a lowrider or something like that, you'll kind of understand like what the ride is like. It's very bouncy. Sometimes if I see that I'm about to hit like a big bump, I'll pull myself up with the handlebars like I'm doing a pull-up or something. Just to get my butt up off the seat just a little bit, so it's not as violent. Current configuration, it does not have a rear seat or rear foot pegs, but I do have the pegs at the house, and there is like a rear seat that has like suction cups on the bottom of it that you can put on the tail, but really it's a one-seater bike. It's not really designed or meant to have a passenger on the back. And I will tell you, if you do have a passenger on the back of this bike, they are not going to have a good time with all the bumps. just to let you know. It did come with mirrors, but I always take my mirrors off my bikes. Like I've just done without mirrors for so many years. I'm used to it. If I need to see behind me for any reason, I'll just look behind me. But it does come with mirrors, it does come with rear pegs, it does come with a seat. It's got a bike cover as well, so you can cover it up. .38. Can we get to the speed limit anytime soon? been a super fun bike though. I hate to get rid of it, but I just need more space. We got something special coming to the channel, something new. Y'all stick around for more. We're gonna be showing something new with that. And I apologize if my voice is a little shaky. I mean, this is a bit of a rough ride, a little bit. It's not absolutely, you know, terrible. It's just, it's not your grandpa's bagger, you know. I am gonna miss that. My wife can't stand this bike, I'll tell you all that. She's glad I'm getting rid of it. But it is what it is. I have my fun with it. And like I said, I'd love to keep it, but I just need more room. Because I got the R6, I got the Grom, and we're about to get something else on the channel. Like I said, stick around for that. That's going to be a big surprise. Everybody looks at it at the red lights. I get thumbs ups all the time. It's got a lot of torque when you try to take off. Like, also this bike is not for a beginner rider. Like, if you're just coming off of something small, like if you've only been riding for, I would even say that if you've only been riding for about a year, this is not the bike for you. This is a bike for somebody with a lot of experience. Because it turns really wide because of that big fat back tire, that 300 back there. It turns really wide, and it can take you by surprise if you're not really ready for it. What is this person doing? Sometimes people will be sitting here chilling next to me because they want to look at the bike. But if any of y'all got any more questions for me, just hit me up on Marketplace Messenger. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But yeah, I take turns real nice and easy. Because, you know, like I said, number one, the back tire on this thing is real fat, and it affects your how the bike turns and leans in the corners. Not to mention, it's low. It's really low, so you can scrape pegs real easy on this thing. But like I said, if you guys got any more questions for me, just hit me up on Marketplace. And I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you got. But that's going to do it for this video. Love, peace, chicken grease. Go Stout.